Ahoy there, mateys! It's me, your friendly neighborhood DM, Emily. What am I doing introing an episode of Dark Seas, you might be asking? Well, Carlos's Audacity program died, and he was unable to edit the episode for this week. So I did it instead. So if you don't enjoy it, that's on me. But hopefully you do enjoy it. It's about the story, after all, not the editing. And with that being said, last we left off on this high seas fantasy, Judgement and Hogebark had just been knocked overboard from the No-Name during an awful storm. And they weren't the only ones to get knocked overboard either. Milo and Charlie also found themselves knocked overboard into the briny, stormy blue. Luckily, thanks to Judgment's totem horse and the sheer fact that Hogebark is a fish person, they were able to wrangle up Milo and Charlie, although it meant losing the No-Name in the storm. Having now found themselves shipless, the group made their way towards a seemingly abandoned, creepy old island, with some signs that something fishy is going on. So let's see if the gang can uncover the mystery in this week's episode of Dark Seas.
Welcome to Heroes Feast. May we take your order, please? Welcome to Heroes Feast. Tell us what's your fantasy. Pirates are the special. We got gods on the side. Bastards on the daily. All you gotta do is decide. Take your time, cause we got plenty. Just one sec, gotta roll a d20. Eat it here or take it to go. Put your earbuds in and enjoy the show. Join us on our journey through the waves and winds on a dark sea.
The island shape is going to be circular, and I'm going to describe all the locations like a clock. The sea cave you guys had found, I was at 9 o'clock, that's where you originally landed, where you stayed the night, or tried to stay the night before you were attacked by a doppelganger. The village you guys are at now is at 6 o'clock, and there's another village that you found, or that Hogebark found while on food, on the other side of the island at 12 o'clock. And in the center of the island, there's a deep, dark pool. It's almost perfectly circular, where there's no trees. The majority of the island, by the way, is covered in tropical mangrove-like trees. And you guys are currently at the village at 6 o'clock with Charlie and Milo.
Oh boy, I don't remember what we were doing, though. Were we planning on, I guess, exploring?
There was that weird fish thing in the water. We still gotta...
Yes, the operating theory being that it crawls in through the cave during high tide and then goes to the middle for...
Oh, fuck. That's probably what
Probably
it does.
some sort of sacrificial bullshit. TBH. Yes, and we told Milo to build a fire, I think, some sort of signal fire. Yeah. And then we were going to fuck around on the island and hopefully not awake some sort of ancient evil, I guess.
Right. When I was flying over the island, was it just like dense ass trees, or were there like path-ish type of deals? Was there like a stream sort of situation anywhere?
No, there was no streams that you noticed. It's a pretty dense forest. You can roll perception to see what you can see it if you just wanted to like look to the side and look at the forest itself right now.
26.
Oh, beautiful.
Damn,
so
I forgot you're so
have
perceptive.
Eyes. I am a fish. I see everything.
See, I also have eyes. They don't do good, apparently.
You need those fish eyes. That's what you need.
Big old fish eyes.
Hell yeah.
So with that 26, you look up into the trees and you notice that their roots kind of spider out about, how tall are you? About 4'7", almost like 5?
I am 4'9".
4'9", okay. So almost 5 feet tall. You notice that the roots begin to spider out right above your head. And from what you know about mangrove trees is that they usually don't spider out until the water level, if that makes sense. So from what you know about islands and mangrove forests, the water level rises pretty high, relatively fast, to support a mangrove forest like this.
Wait, is this like is the island like going below water? What? Hold up.
Were the villages on stilts, perchance? Was that a detail you forgot?
No, the villages were not on stilts.
Wait, can I insight check the island?
We're on the island of Atlantis and we're about to drown.
What do you want to learn from the insight check?
Can I feel if the land itself has a heartbeat? Are we on a big old like turtle?
Okay. A donut-shaped turtle. Yeah, roll insight.
Maybe.
With an unfortunate shell in its back, or a hole in its back.
17.
Dang,
Yeah,
son.
you know for certain that this is not a turtle. This is an island.
Okay.
Can't confirm.
Well rooted into the earth and definitely not floating like some senators
Wait, so the mangrove trees are supposed to like spider out when they're underwater, not above water, but they're doing it above water?
Apparently they're above water. So this tells you that the water level is generally a lot higher than it is right now. Maybe not all the time, but at one point it was.
There's a time limit and we got to get off here now. I'm stressed.
You three got to get off here. I'm fine if the water goes up.
Oh yeah, I forgot you could breathe.
Remember, Master, you always have me. And you hear your totem kind
That's
of speak
true.
to you. That's what you were able to make out from the checks that you made. The island is definitely an island. It's not a living being. It's not going to sink. The forest looks like it's a mangrove forest that generally has a higher water level. Yeah, that's what you see from that.
Trees might sink. Island might sink.
Defo forgot
Or-
what Hogebark sound like.
Water go up.
Have any idea what the hell he's saying? Or she's saying, excuse me. And Milo kind of peeks up from the hut looking at you, Judgment.
I have a very understandable accent.
Mhm.
Great then.
Yeah.
You're saying the water level's going to go up? It's going to rise?
Maybe.
How high are the splintering, the spidering? How high up is that? Hypothetically, how high will the water rise, I guess?
About 5 feet.
How tall are the huts?
The huts, you guys have to crouch down to get in. Judgment, how tall are
that's
you?
right. How tall is she? Let's check my papers. 5'6", normally 5'9" with the horns.
Gotcha. So the entryway to the hut is about like 5'5" or so. And the top of the hut inside is more like 6. So it's
I'm
like
just too tall.
it's like a dome.
Okay.
Do
so
these huts remind me of the huts of Hogduke?
your ancestral home is this island?
It's been wiped out.
Actually, they're about you sized. That's what you get from these huts. They're a good shape for you. You don't have to crouch to get in. Pretty comfortable and cozy on the inside. They're close to the ocean. There's barnacles on.
These huts are friend-shaped.
Oh my god.
So do you want to get started on that their signal fire?
Yeah, that's probably the best step right now. I guess if the water starts to rise, you all can climb onto the huts, hypothetically.
Yeah, I reckon if it's only going to rise about 5 feet, that should do it. Hey, Charlie, why don't you come with me? Why don't you go find some firewood?
I'll fucking die.
How
Right.
is Charlie? Is she doing okay?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. I can help out, no problem. And she looks like a little bit woozy.
Because I mean, she unintentionally got really fucked up in the fight. Unfortunately.
She did. She was
How?
walking a little wobbly, but it looks like she's able to stand on her
Oh,
own
how?
2
I'm
feet.
so glad you asked, Hogebark. It's because you did Thunderwave on us all.
Oh, wait, did I just like blow them all up? Yeah, I did.
Cool. So then I guess we're gonna fuck off into the forest and try not to die, right? I think that's our game plan right now.
I mean, I also want to go into the ocean.
Y'all do that. I'll stick to the beaches. The forest gives me the heebie-jeebies.
The heebie-jeebies. Okay. Judgment's gonna start walking. I don't want to go through the forest because I don't know. We don't do well in forests. Our track record shows. So I guess I'm just gonna go around the edge of the island, from 6 to 9 to 12, I guess, just to also check out the sea cave as we pass and see if there's any sort of evidence of some creature. I guess check to see if the shifters, changeling, whatever skeleton is still there, that it didn't like revitalize and it's like some sort of cursed bullshit that keeps coming back every night or some horse shit like that.
Oh, let me write that down. Just kidding.
Oh
There's nothing.
no. Oh no.
Yeah, go for
I've
it.
cursed us all. All right, so rolling for
Roll for perception if you're trying to find something. You can roll investigation since you're actively looking for something.
lit.
Let's say
Is
this.
Hogebark coming with me? I assume she is.
Absolutely.
Just 'cause she always does. Excellent.
And as I fall, I'm gonna put my hand on her back and I'm casting guidance.
Thanks.
I'd be like, "You got this. Don't know what
That
you're
does-
doing."
Help matters because now it went from 9 to a 13, so a little bit better. Thank you.
Walking. So this investigation check will be as you're walking from 12 to 9, or from 6 to 9 to that
Okay.
sea cave. I imagine that's the direction you were going.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So with a roll of 12,
13.
13. Okay. You don't really notice anything into the sea cave. You notice that it's kind of like covered in like dried barnacles and like starfish.
Oh wait, how high do the barnacles and shit go up? Do they go up to 5 feet too?
Yes.
But not any much further?
No, not much further.
Are the barnacles
fuck?
dead?
Yeah, from what you could tell, they're dead. They're just dried up and they're like stuck to the side of the sea cave that's like jetting out from the sand.
Okay, another question. Is there like a slope on the island?
Most beaches have slopes into the ocean, so to that degree, yes.
Draw us a
Yeah.
topographical map. Please show us the rise and with the severity of which it is rising.
It's a great idea for an audio podcast.
It's a little secret just for those players.
Just to give you guys a better idea of the topography of the island, from what you can tell, it's pretty even once it gets to the forest. It doesn't seem to be really hilly. It's just flat, kind of sandy dirt. And just at the beach, there's a slight edge to it as it bleeds into the ocean. But other than that, it looks fairly even.
Because I guess I'm just trying to figure out, like, if
How
the
the fuck the
mangroves
water
are all
rises?
spidered. Well, no, like, just like, if the barnacles are dead, then maybe hypothetically we don't have to worry about the water rising. Maybe that's not an issue anymore. Maybe this once was a submerged little inlet. That's not the proper geographical term. But you know what I mean, where like the water was high and now all of a sudden it has lowered. And even with high tide, it still doesn't get that high. So like if the barnacles have been dead, maybe this hasn't happened in a while because they haven't had the water that they need with the tides and what have you.
Yeah.
So like in theory, we're fine. Maybe that's why the villages are gone because they depended on water and now they don't have it. So now they died. I don't know. That's my operating theory so far. I'm also worried that this is modeled after the clock from the Hunger Game, and like as the time chimes, it's gonna
Oh god.
some new bullshit's gonna happen on the hour. But yeah,
It's gonna be like a bunch of bugs coming.
yeah. And then what's the status on the skelly or the remains of
Was it like-
whatever?
Oop.
Right, the remains of the doppelganger that you guys had fought.
Yes.
So if you go into right at the edge of the sea cave where you guys had defeated the doppelganger, you see this entirely tar black creature.
Nasty.
Yeah.
It's real nasty looking.
But it's still there.
It's butt naked and it looks like it's dead. If you guys want to investigate like further to double check,
I'm gonna take my Yukawa and just like, can I just chop off its head?
Yeah.
give me a strength check.
And do what with it?
Just for
This is for my trophy. We're back on the ship.
ooh.
Fuck, dang. Nat
Yeah,
20.
With your Yikawa, you slice off the head of that doppelganger.
Yes, and then I put it in my bag.
You now have a doppelganger head.
Perfect. I've always wanted one.
So you see that
I've got its eyes and I've got its head.
You have an unfortunate trend of collecting nasty creature bits.
you guys also see Nutmeg's journal lying beside the doppelganger.
Well, I wonder how that got there.
Oh, what is that? And I stab it.
Why would you stab that?
I just cut it up with my Yukawa. We don't need that evidence here.
You successfully destroy a collection of heartfelt memories in Nutmeg's overall life. Adult life, that is.
We could have returned it to her.
Yeah, but why would we have it?
My guy, I know I'm not good at the voice acting, but you really think Judgment sounded that nasally and whiny? I'm going to try and make myself sound even more over-exaggerated to make it more clear when Judgment's talking versus me talking. That was a me talking. Although Judgment probably has a similar thought of you could have returned it, but it's fine. I guess leave the cave, continue on our way to the huts at 12?
Yes. I want you guys to divide this section into 2 investigation checks now. So we'll make one for the first half on the way to 12 and then another for that second half.
Okay. Do I still get guidance? Is that still in effect?
Let's see. Do I want to?
Or you
Yeah.
could guide yourself. That works too.
I trust you a bit more with the smarts.
I just didn't know if it was a timing thing or not. Like if it was in effect for like the next half hour or something.
No, it only lasts for like the next check. So
Ah, dang. I guess that makes sense. Otherwise, you could like check
Yeah.
a bunch of shit.
because
Really
it's a shitty cantrip. So
That's fair.
yeah, I'll give you a pat on the back again.
I'm gonna have a nice slimy spot on my back for all the guidance you keep giving me.
Uh
Clothes are just like grease stained in the back.
Ooh,
huh. Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
so-
a 19 for that first one.
Congratulations. On the halfway through to that second village, you, for whatever reason, hear a bird up in the trees and you look up and
Oh,
you
no.
see peeking out from the trees what looks to be the mast of a ship.
Oh, okay.
Very
We're really
interesting.
scared
I
because
run right
it's a
over.
baby albatross, and I was like, I'm gonna lose my shit, Carlos.
It's come back.
But bow of a
Um,
ship. Okay.
I'm running over.
Yeah. So as you get closer, what it looks like, let me see if I can. It looks like you guys are you familiar with longboats that are like Greek or
Hell
Athenian?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it like a dragon-esque kind of thing? No, I'm thinking of Vikings. Just kidding. Never mind.
Is it a trireme or is it a quadreme?
Smaller of the two.
He says
It's a
frantically.
trireme. I couldn't remember how to spell it, and I was spelling it.
I recall that name from Civilization games I've played, I think. It's one
Yeah,
of the
it's like the shitty
stages.
boat.
Cool.
For the sake of a really simple description, it's a smallerish longboat that can fit about 10 or so people. It has an eye painted on either side of the front of the ship, and it's up in the trees about 10 feet up. Yeah.
Is the eye by the wait? Is it like the face of a bird? Like it's got like a or is it like there's a bird like right here?
There was a bird sitting on it, and then it flew off. But that's how.
Oh, the bird was okay. I thought the bird was like
The convenient bird that made me aware of it.
Yeah. So it's not shaped like a bird.
No, it's not.
Okay.
But it's up
just got
there in the
some
trees.
eyes.
Do I want to climb a tree and see what's in the boat? Yeah, I guess so.
Throw me.
Are you sure about that?
The confusion. Yes, absolutely sure.
All right.
I give her guidance to throw me.
This is going to be a DC, I want to say 16. You're pretty
I'm very strong.
you're very strong? Okay.
I weigh 137 pounds.
It's 10 feet up in the air, though, so she has to throw you an additional 5 feet straight up.
I mean, I could just climb
You
on
could
you.
do the thing, lace the fingers and just hook,
Okay,
launch you up that way.
I love it. Yeah, okay. That lowers it to 14 then.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Well, are we just doing straight strength check or what am I rolling?
You can roll athletics.
Athletics. Hell yeah,
Sounds
I'll roll
good.
athletics. Here we go.
Yikes.
That one, brilliant.
Yeah, that was a nat 1.
Cool.
Yep.
Cool.
How do you mess this up?
Do I pull a muscle? My fucking shoulder's out of commission now because I busted it being a dumbass.
So as you're trying to throw Hogebark up, you kind of slip and your center of gravity moves, and you kind of fall on your back. Luckily it's sand, so that doesn't hurt too much. Hogebark coming straight back down on top of you does. And
That is not dignified at all.
Hogebark, can you describe your pants situation?
Oh no.
My
I
pants
don't think there is any.
situation?
I think she's naked,
Non-existent.
right?
Or
Yeah.
is that- and then Hogebark's
Splat.
booty right on your face.
On my face?
Yeah, right on your face.
Oh, I'm gonna shove her off immediately. As rough as possible. I'm not trying to be delicate. I'm just off. Get off.
Smell lingers.
Oh no. Why would you do this to me, Carlos?
And the dice. It's a nat 1. I could have done worse.
That's true. That's fair. Okay. So now that I've shoved Hogebark off, I'm just gonna.
From that
Rope.
vantage point laying on the ground, you notice that the trees look very climbable. There are mangrove trees, so there's a lot
That
of
was
roots.
yeah.
Oh wait,
Thank
shit! I
you.
have rope too. We could have just
There's no need to do a whole ass pulley system. Yeah, I'm just gonna climb. I'm not even gonna fucking look at Hogebark. I'm just gonna start climbing up a tree.
I mean, I follow.
I know you follow.
You don't even have to make a
I'm
athletics
not
check
acknowledging you.
to get up the tree. You're able to get on up to the boat level. As you climb up, you notice that the boat is a little rickety, but otherwise well situated.
Okay.
Are there dings and shit in it, or is it like a just a boat, is it pristine?
It's not. It's definitely not pristine. It's covered in plants that are growing on the side of it. However, it looks like it was really well built. The wood was really well treated, so that it still looked like it would hold up and be seaworthy were it to find the sea again.
We get our own
Okay,
boat. We just
okay,
have to
okay.
figure out how to get it to the water.
Now that should be easy
Wait,
enough.
wait,
Tied to
wait.
fly.
So there's no there's not like a hole from a cannon anywhere. Is there anything like that? Are cannons a thing in this world? I don't know.
Yes, they are, but there's no holes or anything. It looks pretty nice. However,
Yo, this boat, the water, this island rose. Working theory here. The island rose while this boat was here, and that's why it's in the tree.
But where did they go? Someone was piloting this
Maybe
ship.
Wait, do I recognize the boat's designs? Does it look like one of our boat's designs?
neither of you recognize the boats.
Nah, this is ancient shit, homie. We've discovered another uncharted island, I'm pretty sure.
Some little shithole.
Ahoy and avast there! It's me again, your friendly neighborhood DM Emily. Just popping in, as per usual, for the ad-free ad break, because we don't have sponsors yet. Wink, wink, wink. So in place of some ads, I would just like to say thank you for listening to our podcast. We really appreciate it. And we appreciate you and the fact that you took an hour or two out of your day to listen to this. Or perhaps it's 10-minute intervals over the course of a week. I don't know what your schedule is or what time is available to you. Whatever your listening schedule may be, consider adding a friend to the listening. Have a Zoom gathering and just listen to podcasts together. Ideally, listen to our podcast. There's a lot out there, but throw ours into the mix as well, why not? Given that we have no sponsors and have no money, we can't afford advertising. So word of mouth is the best way to get the word out there about our podcast. If you don't want to talk to anybody, because talking to people sucks sometimes, you can also virtually spread the news about us by tweeting with the Heroes Feast hashtag on Twitter, or by rating and reviewing us on iTunes, or leaving a review on Spotify, or leaving comments on Podbean, or liking and subscribing on YouTube. There's a variety of ways to support us, and we appreciate each and every one. Speaking of the Twitter, you can follow it at Heroes Feast Pod, no underscore, no dashes. And our Instagram is under the same username. Those accounts are where we post teasers of the episode for that week, as well as some fun background stuff and some memes. Quite a few memes. Well, I think that is everything. Thanks for listening, y'all. Thanks for existing. Thanks for being you. Till next week, time to walk the plank? No, that's dumb. Back to the episode.
Well, I guess this makes sense. You guys have just discovered an island, or a whole ship that it looks like it's seaworthy on this isolated island where you guys so happen to need a ship. So you're so excited you barely recognize the sun-dried corpse behind you.
Okay.
Do you guys want to investigate
on the
corpse?
ship?
It's on the ship, yeah. It looks
I
to
mean,
be
And it's the only corpse on the ship?
it's in the fetal position,
Oh. Like hiding under a bench or something, or just out in the open?
hiding under a bench.
Yeah, let's scope the corpse, I guess. Oh, there's the good rolls. Okay. So that's a 20 total, a dirty 20, if you will.
Dirty 20, my favorite. So you guys able to, actually Judgment's able to recognize this the most. This guy's in full naval regalia, and
Ooh.
relatively modern naval regalia. That's not saying much. They have had the same uniform for quite a while. It's like hundreds of years or so.
But in relation to the age of the ship, is it
In relation
weird?
to the age of the ship, it looks relatively fresh, yes.
Ah, fuck. Oh, no.
And then he's hugging onto a journal. His skin
Oh,
is-
perfect. Another journal.
Environmental storytelling. Let's find out what's in the journal.
So you pry apart his crackly fingers. Some of them fall off as you reach for it and open
Oh,
it up.
I am pocketing those.
No.
Oh yeah, you pocket the fingers. Jerky.
How many do I
I
get?
knew that's what you'd say, you stupid fish.
How many do I get? How many sailor fingers?
So as Judgment was pulling off the journal, 2 or 3 fell off just, from age. However, you notice that all 10 of the fingers are going to fall off really easily if you were to just try.
Oh,
to
I
take them
just pop them off then and
off.
take them
you
off.
pop them off. Tricky with the
Nasty.
crunchy center.
Only takes the force of a bite of a carrot. That's all you gotta do.
So, if you open up the journal, you find that it's hastily been scrawled in. A lot of the pages have been ripped out.
Oh,
However,
I'm just gonna go to the last entry then. Sorry if you had more stuff written. Maybe someday Judgment will do some light reading and scope it out. But
There's like
No.
10 pages there, and the last page only has 3 words on it.
Most of it looks like it was written pretty quickly. A lot of it's been ripped out or hardly legible. However, the last entry, the one that's most freshly written, is the most legible and probably the best one you guys will be able to read. It says, "Our master shall be pleased to know that our research has proven correct. Powerful beasts may be found here. There is evidence all around us. It's just a matter of waiting for them to appear. They should prove a nice addition to our growing arsenal. Hopefully that orb that we found should help. We believe it to be the key." And then a little bit below that, again, the writing becomes atrocious now, which you would believe would be the writing of someone in a panic saying, "We're wrong. This is definitely wrong. This is not something we're able to control. We need. I think I'm the last one.
cool.
Don't know if I'll make it back. I'll just
We
wait
did
for help. They'll find me here. I'll just wait." They have the journal entry.
Are there any signs of injury on this corpse, or does it look like he just starved to death?
Make an investigation check again.
Ooh, that is a 7.
Yikes.
Oh, you, from what you can tell, you don't notice anything. It's just a sun-dried corpse in naval
That's
regalia. Its pant leg is a little ripped at above the calf.
I take out my sending stone, and I be like, "Checking in. Still okay?
Hey, we're doing fine. I got a mighty
Okay,
nice
bye."
ball here.
And I put it back in my
All
bag.
right, bye.
Okay then.
Time to loot ship. Wait, does he have I check his pockets. Check his pockets.
Make an investigation check.
Ooh, gross. -2. Let's go.
What can I see while she's looting this
4.
dead corpse? Oh shit.
Uh,
Ooh.
I'm enamored by the fingers. It's just, oh.
The
Disgusting.
pockets are empty, but while you're looting the body, you noticed weird circular marks, like kind of etched
Like
into the skin by the leg.
tentacles?
Like tentacles. That's what Hogebark noticed. But she's familiar, even with the 4. She knows sea creature marks when she sees them.
It's Cthulhu. We have to leave.
Like octopus or like lamprey or like leech?
Like squid.
Squid, okay. Hentai!
I mean, to be fair, I think octopi and squid sucker marks are pretty similar, but I do love. I guess you are a fish person, so you're quite familiar with the different ones, but okay.
I'm very good.
I have no idea if this is right, by the way. This is just what Hogebark picks up.
Oh, yeah, that's valid.
We're just going with the flow. I don't even know if squids have suckers.
They do.
And they're razors. Humboldt squids have razors on the end of their suckers.
Oh, great.
Uh-oh. What can I see from up in the boat? Are there other boats trapped in the trees that I can see from here, or is it just this boat?
Have we happened upon an armada in the trees?
That'd be pretty lit.
No, it's just this boat, it looks like.
And then you said there's no obvious holes or anything. Is there something keeping it stuck here, or is it just kind of gently nestled amongst the branches, as it were?
It's nestled amongst the branches. There's nothing specifically holding it up.
Mm,
It is lacking.
Okay.
The one thing that has rotted away is going to be the well, shoot, I'm forgetting the name of it. That big white thing that catches in the wind.
The
sail?
sail?
The sail. Thank you. Yep, it's missing its sail.
Well, an unfortunate solution to that is we just all strip down and like sew a giant sail or something like that, or try and weave one out of leaves. Either is an option, I'm sure.
Power it by moving water or water benders.
I mean, if you have that shape water spell, we could do that.
Soon.
Okay, well, we'll just hang out until you level up, and then we'll go.
I just need 1 level, so
Okay. Okay. So Judgment's gonna kind of like rub her chin and turn back to Hogebark and ask, how strong is your fly thing?
I don't know. Not strong enough to lift the boat.
I wish I was for you, Mother. If only. That's just a little
If
thing for Hogebark.
we, depending on how much rope we have, if we connect it to your fly while also doing a pulley system of us lifting while your fly is lifting, that might be able to do it potentially.
Possibly.
Something to think about.
is there like a cargo bit? Cargo bit?
The cargo bee bit, you know,
If you go all the way to the back ship, there is a bench that kind of flips open.
and it's got moldy shit in it.
It's empty.
That's fine.
There's nothing.
Where
in
the
it.
fuck do they store their food?
Do you notice that there's like really long oars, like inside the ship, though?
Ah,
Yeah,
I
wanna get
we
in
could
the
always
ship.
do that too. Okay. I would like to. I want to bury the body, but also I'm like, how do I get it out of the boat? Just drop it over the edge, and it's like that's not very. That kind of defeats the purpose of doing a nice proper burial. If I'm going to just, I guess how this thing is pretty light, right? It's a dead, dried out corpse.
Yeah, whatever you can see, it's pretty light.
Okay. If I try to pick it up, does it like animate or is it fine?
I mean, it's got no fingers at least. So.
I don't know if that
Um,
helps or not.
Yeah. Roll dexterity for me real quick.
Oh Jesus, it's gonna try and fucking bite my ankles. Another nat one. No.
Judgment's a little freaked out about like this dead body and how grotesquely it's like dried out in the sun. Probably like a really slow, painful death, like starvation and like dehydration. As you pick it up, you're trying to hold it, like keep it away from you, but hold it respectively as possible. That doesn't really work out for you. And the body, again, you just comically, you slip, land on your back, and the the body falls on you.
Just yeet off. Ah.
I'm just gonna fucking launch it off of me, and I'm just gonna leave. Fuck that.
You yeet the fuck out of this dead body. It falls over the ship and hits the sand and kind of like crumbles into different body parts. Its clothes holding it together.
Cool. The exact fate I was trying to avoid. I'm gonna get down on the opposite side of the skelly then and continue to the huts, I guess.
I just hop off onto the wait. Okay. Wait. So that's all that there is on this ship. Like it's just a box and that dude. That's
the
it.
oars.
Of course,
Does it have a mast still, or is it just a mastless ship?
it still has a mast. It just doesn't have a sail.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I leave the ship. If I look at its eyes, do they look back at me?
I mean, technically, they in like paintings they do, but not like realistically.
So they
I
aren't
guess.
like
They're not blinking or anything. They're not moving.
damn.
Roll an insight check.
11.
In your bag, you hear food speak up. Its lovely dead eyes reminded me of yours, Mother.
Can't tell if alive or dead.
Hogebark just has like 3-day dead fish eyes floating on the edge of the lake. Oh, Lord.
Thank you, food.
So if we are to return to the clock thing, where on the clock would the ship be? Like at 10, at 11? In
Around
between?
10:30 or 11.
Okay. Because like assuming one of us has either fucking needle and thread or like something with which to put cloth together. I have a whole ass blanket and like...
I think we need a bit more than a blanket.
I mean, yeah, but like betwixt the three of us who are wearing clothes and have things, do you have a backpack with stuff in it?
You guys can roll just raw intelligence, and I can give you guys a few hints too.
Let's see.
And then there's the weaving of like leaves together too. I have vestments apparently.
Ooh.
I have fancy clerical clothes that I could be wearing.
I rolled 14 for intelligence.
Oh, for intelligence?
Shit.
Okay. So
Yes.
I got a 10.
you're kind of sitting there with your fingers like at your chin, kind of scratching your chin, trying to figure something out. Hogebark gets the idea like your steed and food may not be strong enough to lift it up, but maybe once in the water, they might be strong enough to pull it.
Ah, yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Chariot boat.
Pulled by our valiant steeds.
A fucking fly and a fish horse.
My beautiful, beautiful son. All right. Cool. So yeah, we don't even know where we are though. How are we going to get back to any island?
Use the stars.
This is too big of a world to get separated in. I hate this. Okay. Continuing on to the huts, I suppose. Yes.
Yes.
Lit. Here we
Another
go.
investigation check for the second half.
Don't fuck me. It's not a 1 at least.
You see sand, you see forest,
Cool.
the huts in the distance.
Checks out.
Bark, are you going to make one? Or are you just kind of like following along Judgment?
I'm just following, dude.
Yeah, so you guys make it to those next set of huts. These ones seem a little bit better in condition. Again, the same number of huts that there was at the one that you guys are staying at. However, that statue that was crumbled in the center is in a whole piece now. At the top of it is a coral bowl, and beneath it is a coral carving of a fish-like creature.
With a lot of eyes, perchance.
It's a 3-headed sea creature.
3-headed sea creature? What the
Which would
fuck
probably
does that
give it a
mean?
lot of eyes.
The carving is pretty washed away by the sea and like by wind and erosion and such. So it's not like
So it's just like 3 little nubs coming out of a body. That's all that's left.
It's
Carlos,
like
can you bring up those fucking drawings I did of the other shit? Or you did? I don't know who did them. I don't remember.
Oh wait, the symbols from the cave?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see those
now.
technically though.
Yeah, you didn't, but I did.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
there
now
it
I
is.
can see it, you see?
There it is. Does it happen to look like a shark, a sailfish, a anglerfish, and a squid all together?
Looks like from all you can tell from the statue, from how much it's eroded away, is that it's a fishtail with 3 heads. If you want to answer the
Fishtail with
question.
3 heads.
Or yeah, it looks like a weird tail
Oh.
with 3 heads.
Okay. Great. Love it. Great. Fantastic.
Super cool.
It's now in the afternoon, by the way, to speak of the time. The sun has moved past its like peak in the sky and is now beginning to like go down.
High noon. Past high noon. Oh, so like how long did it take us to get here then, I guess? Was that like half the day to get there, so it'll take us half the day to get back in theory, or?
You guys woke up a little bit later, so it'll take about 3 hours or so to get back.
Let's go the
Slept
other
in a little
round.
bit.
We're walking pretty late into the night
That's
through a storm.
I was
Also,
going to ask too, did we see, or I guess not we, but did Hogebark see anything in the 3 o'clock area, or was that side of the island just empty?
It was empty. She didn't see anything.
Well, we can still walk around because I didn't see what's
in the
oh, yeah, that too.
huts?
Make investigation checks. Check out the huts.
11.
-1.
Oh, whoops. Oh dear.
Pushbark with that 1.
Your eyes fall out.
Seagull comes up from behind you and steals 2 of the fingers you had in your bag.
Ah!
So just flies away.
Judgment! Help!
What?
And it flies off into the distance away from the island.
Ooh, that bastard bird. I will remember that.
Hogebark will remember this.
What the fuck was it? Like a seagull?
Yeah, it was a seagull.
So was the scene Judgment turned around to just Hogebark running after a seagull carrying like the nasty fingers?
Yeah, that's what you just turned around to. But with the 10, as you're looking into one of the huts, you see a chest half buried in the sand.
Ooh. Oh wait, no. That's the Emily instinct of ooh, treasure. That's not Judgment's scene though.
Do you wish to investigate the chest?
Yeah, I mean it would at least have information, I guess. She would not care about the treasure aspect like my little goblin mind does, but it might like how does it look old? Like, just to try and age all the things on this island, I guess.
You're going to need to roll a separate investigation check to like
Oh,
see
boy.
what you can draw from it.
Can you carbon date the wood?
Not fucking much. That's a 5.
For what you can tell, it looks really sea-worn, so it's hard to make out those finer details. You can't really tell if it's been like near water for like a couple of weeks, so it looks old, or if it actually is really old. It definitely doesn't look new.
Okay, that's fair enough, I suppose. What kind of mechanism does it have on it? Is it just like a lock that I could probably like knock off, or
Yeah, the lock looks rusted.
lit? I'm gonna I'll take out my rapier and use the hilt of that and just kind of, or no, a dagger is smaller. That's less unwieldy. Yeah, hilt of a dagger.
You rolled dexterity.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Ooh.
You pop that sucker off real easy.
That's technically a 14. I have -1 to dex, but still, it's still good.
Whatever. Yeah, no, it was like a 5. It's really rusted.
Nice.
So yeah, it pops off and the chest like snaps it like ajar as soon as you cut off the lock.
Interesting.
What's in it, I
Off of like
suppose?
old musty air billows out from the chest in your.
Nasty. Is there anything of interest in it, or just...
As you open up the chest, lifting the lid, you find some of the dankest fucking weed you've ever fucking seen in your life.
Hell yeah.
Dripping with resin. But no, in the chest you find some more notes.
Oh no.
And a spherical object wrapped in
great.
cloth.
Oh no, the orb. Is it the orb? I don't want to... Can I...
Do it.
Does Hogebark have Mage Hand? Is that a thing? No, you don't have that, do you?
You don't know if I don't have that though.
Okay.
Maybe I do. Maybe I don't.
Pretty sure if you were just like, Hogebark, touch this thing, Hogebark would be like, okay.
I know, she probably would. That's why I'm like, do I want
Do
to
it.
impose
Do
another
it.
curse on this
Do
poor
it.
creature who already is like infested? Okay, yeah. Can I take the notes at least, and I'll look over those while Hogebark will be doing whatever, I guess. So I'm gonna take the notes out, and then I'm gonna turn to Hogebark and be like, "Do you want to see what this is?"
Absolutely. And I touch it. I pull it out.
I'm gonna step back a bit.
A new hand touches the beacon.
Time to go slay some vampires. Let's go.
New champion to wield my sword. As you pull out the orb, yes, this is the orb as the cloth falls down and you find one of the largest pearls you've ever seen in your life.
I lick it.
Ew.
It tastes from like a pearl. I don't know what to tell you, man. It tastes slightly salty to it, but if you've licked a pearl in the past, that's exactly what it tastes like. It just tastes like a big pearl.
Obviously, I have.
My grandma used to say you could tell if a pearl was real by rubbing it on your teeth. And then, like, if it's like gritty, that's a real pearl or something like that. Because, like, the fake plastic pearls don't do that. So
Interesting. Yeah. Then it's
there's that.
It's a real pearl.
Rub it on your teeth, Hogebark.
As you do touch the orb, you see clouds in the distance.
Uh-oh.
Like real ass cloud, like not a vision ass cloud. Like I'm still in the hut seeing them, like outside or
From outside, you see like dark clouds
Oh.
approaching the island.
Oh, like a storm.
storms a brewing. Should head
That
back.
is
And I put the
not
pearl in my bag.
ideal. How much space you got in that bag?
I don't know.
It's a lot of stuff in there.
How big is this pearl?
The bag is ridiculously bulging now. It's half the size of a bowling ball.
I don't really have that much in there, so
What did the notes say?
Our master shall be pleased to know the notes that you found.
Yeah, in the chest.
What you're able to make out from the legible writing, based on our notes, the orb is the key. It has something to do with the statue in the center of this village here at this end of the island. Now, we're not entirely sure what will happen, but it'll certainly send some events in motion. It has to. At least that's what our research tells us. If we could show back empty-handed again, we know that the masters will be mad. We must succeed on this mission.
Oh wait, how big was the bowl on the statue?
Perfectly sized for this orb.
Were there any statue-like things back in Hogduke that would suggest putting a pearl on a bowl?
Make a history check with advantage.
That's a 6. That's a 7.
Nice.
So this is your hometown, so you would recognize...
This is my hometown.
You live here now.
No,
That's
you're
it.
you're trying to make connections from Hogduke and these huts here. All you really remember is that for like a big ceremony once a year, you do put an orb into a bowl. That's it.
And how high is the statue?
It's you size.
Oh, perfect. Judgment, I have a plan. And I walk
What?
over to the
Tell me.
statue.
Tell me the plan. Tell me the plan before you do it. Tell me the plan before you do it.
I'm putting the orb in the bowl as I put the orb in the bowl.
Oh, that's a bad idea.
Thunder cracks in the distance. You hear a roar unlike you've heard before. Actually, no, you have heard a roar like this before.
Uh-oh.
You remember
great.
it from when you're in the middle of the storm, coming from the center of the island. You hear a tide coming in. And as you look towards the ocean, tides hasn't really changed. And then you look towards the forest and you see water coming towards you guys slowly.
It's coming out of the well.